Last time. The Qin dynasty in Qin Shi Huang. From the ruins of Qin, the Han dynasty founded by Liu Bang rose to take its place. But no one yet knew that this dynasty would one day connect with trade networks beyond the distant desert. History Episode 28. Classical Era. The Han Dynasty and the Silk Road. Part 1. The Closing Circle. Founding and the First Humiliation. Having defeated Shang Wu, Liu Bang declares himself emperor of a new dynasty. To the north, the Xiongnu under Modu Chanyu were rapidly expanding their power. Liu Bang's army is surrounded by Xiongnu forces at Beiding Mountain. Han agrees to a marriage alliance and sends regular gifts of silk and grain. A woman of the royal house is sent north to marry into the Xiongnu court. Part 2. A Quiet Recovery. The Rule of Wen and Jing. After Empress Liu dies, officials remove her clan and set up a new emperor. The new emperor, Wen, lowers taxes and turns away from lavish spending. Facing the loss of their lands, several kings rise up in armed rebellion. After crushing the revolt, Emperor Jing weakens the kings and strengthens central rule. Granaries fill with grain as the treasury of the empire grows full again. Part 3. One Guiding Thought. Emperor Wu and the Rise of Confucianism. The 16-year-old Emperor Wu ascends the Han throne. The scholar Dong Zhongshu urges the emperor to place Confucianism at the center of state rule. Emperor Wu appoints scholars of the 5 classics and establishes the Imperial Academy. Students from across the empire gather to study the Confucian classics. Local officials begin searching their regions for talent to recommend to the court. Part 4. A Broken Peace. Renewed conflict with the Xiongnu. At court, officials argue over whether to keep peace or go to war. Han forces prepare an ambush at Mai, hoping to lure in the Chanyu. Sensing the trap, the Chanyu turns his army around and escapes. After the failed Mai ambush, the peace policy breaks down and Han turns to offensive war. Fighting between Han and Xiongnu intensifies along the frontier. Part 5. A Failed Envoy. Jiang Chen's Journey West. Emperor Wu chooses an envoy named Jiang Chen to seek an alliance with the Yuezhi. Jiang Chen sets out with his guide Ganfu, along a route used by merchants. Before reaching the west, Jiang Chen's party is captured by Xiongnu riders. Jiang Chen marries a Xiongnu woman and spends 10 years living among them. Finally escaping, Jiang Chen passes through Dayuan and reaches the Yuezhi lands. Now settled and prosperous, the Yuezhi say they have no wish to fight the Xiongnu. On his way home, Jiang Chen is captured by the Xiongnu once again. After 13 years, Jiang Chen returns to report what he saw in the west. Part 6. Beyond the Gobi. Opening the Hexi Corridor. Jiang Chen's report sparks Emperor Wu's deep interest in the lands to the west. General Wei Qing leads his troops to retake the Ordosh region from the Xiongnu. The young General Wo Kubing pushes deep into Xiongnu land, along the Hexi Corridor. Wei Qing and Wo Kubing each lead a separate army, advancing by different routes beyond the Gobi Desert. After a major defeat, the Xiongnu lose control of the southern grasslands and withdraw north of the Gobi. Han gradually sets up commanderies at Wuwei, Zhongye, Jokun, and Dunhuang across the Hexi region. Governance over Dunhuang and the region is strengthened gradually in the years after conquest. Part 7. An expanding empire. The conquests of Emperor Wu. Settlers and soldiers move in to farm the land and build new lives there. Emperor Wu also sends his armies south and conquers the kingdom of Nanyu. To the east, Han forces are said to have overthrown Wyman Joseon and set up 4 commanderies. But these campaigns also imposed heavy taxes and labor obligations on ordinary people. Part 8. What the road left behind. The meaning of the Silk Road. Merchant caravans can now travel more securely along the Hexi corridor. This network of routes passes through Central Asian oasis cities and reaches toward the Mediterranean world. Silk traveled west, while horses, jade, glassware, and spices from the western regions moved east. Interpreters, caravan traders, and border officials all make their living on this road. Along this road, not just goods, but unfamiliar skills and objects would travel too. The failed envoy's journey became a major turning point, connecting Han China more closely with existing Western trade networks. Next time, we turn to Parthia, a major power at the western end of the Silk Roads, and the Sasanian Empire that later succeeded it. Parthia flourished during the Han era, while the Sasanian Empire succeeded it much later, beginning in AD 224. That story continues in the next episode.